Good morning guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today I'm driving to meet my friend at a new gym, which I thought would be a fun way to do a bit of a workout, what I eat in a day, show you how I'm training, because I did actually start a new training program. Is this the second week or third week? I think this might be the third week that I'm doing it, and I'm actually loving the workouts. I really wanted to ramp up my sorry, that might happen a lot because it's just hovering on some random stuff, so I don't know how this whole tripod driving situation is going to work, but sorry, we're gonna have to make do because we've got a long drive. It's like a 40-minute drive, but it's this new like wellness space, so we're gonna go check it out. I think there's also a sauna and an ice bath, but look at how I'm dressed. I'm not someone who can cope with an ice bath very well. Like, it's 16 degrees right now and I'm in 2 jumpers, so I think the sauna is just for us. But yeah, anyway, I started a new workout program a couple of weeks ago, and I really wanted to ramp up my strength training in the lead up to summer because I missed it so much when we were in Europe and I didn't train for like over a month. I was just like walking, and I'm really loving it. So at the moment I'm doing 4 strength sessions in the gym each week, and then 1 to 2 Pilates classes. So on Mondays, which is the program that we're going to do today, it's glutes and hamstrings. So I'll take you through that workout, and then I'm not sure if I'll do a full week of workouts, or maybe if you guys like this and you want to see some more workouts, I can film that as a separate video. But then tomorrow I usually do upper body, more of like a is it pull or push on Tuesdays? I can't remember, but it's like upper body but really back focused and a little bit of abs. And then I do another leg session on Wednesdays. Sometimes I do mix my Wednesdays and Thursdays around depending on which Pilates class I go to. So this week I think I'm actually doing hot Pilates on Wednesday, and that's actually a really nice way to break up the week. And on the days that I do hot Pilates, I also do like 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, which is just really good for my cardio because I don't really do any other cardio. And then Thursdays is another glute session, and that one is more, I think it's glutes and quads maybe. And then on Fridays I do kind of like a full body. It's still a lot of glute focus, but I do a little bit of like back and pull in that as well. So that's my current workout split. And then I sometimes do an extra Pilates class on a Saturday or a Sunday. Usually that's like more of like a social thing if I'm doing it with a group of friends or if I have some events on. But I'm loving just doing my 10,000 steps a day, especially because the weather's starting to get nicer. So I try and do that outside, but I do have a walking pad at home, which is like honestly game changing. I reckon that's one of the best investments ever. It costs like $260 off Amazon, and I reckon I got it 4 years ago. Still going strong, and I can just pop it on, watch TV, or like while I'm waiting for something to cook for dinner, I can just like get some steps in here and there. If I'm sitting on the phone to a friend, it's just, I don't know, such a convenient way, and then there's no excuses to be not hitting your step goal. And honestly, walking is just so underrated. So I love that for my mental health, but also just for inflammation, bloating, and if I'm not feeling like doing a workout, I can just always go for a walk. So that is my current workout split. And today is going to be glutes, which is going to be fun because I'm going to do the workout with my friend, and I don't really have a training buddy at the moment, so having someone to just like push you, hold you accountable is really fun. And my focus at the moment is actually on progressive overload. So I did speak about this a little bit in a previous video, and when you're focusing on growing your muscles, you really want to be doing progressive overload, which means that you're increasing like your weights, your reps, the intensity of your workouts each week, because that is what's going to help your muscles to actually grow. So as much as I love doing Pilates, when I don't do strength training, like when I was away, I did do a couple of Pilates classes and just walked. I just find that my body doesn't have the same muscle definition. Like, I love Pilates for really making sure that I can engage those core muscles. And honestly, having an instructor make you do those extra pulses at the end, if you've ever done a Pilates class, you'll know when an instructor says that there's 5 reps left, there is never 5 reps left. And it's just such a good challenge for your mental health to push you. And I do love getting that burn in, but when you feel that burn from doing all of those pulses, that's not actually growing the muscle. That's just like burning it out. But growing the muscle doesn't necessarily mean that it hurts at the time. It just comes from progressive overload and really challenging, breaking down those muscle fibers and then rebuilding them. So when it comes to rebuilding the muscle fibers as well, you really want to make sure that your nutrition is on point. So when I get home from this workout, I will take my creatine, because that's something, again, I'm really trying to stay consistent with in the lead up to like summer, and just like really focusing on my muscle growth, because creatine is one of the most proven supplements to help your endurance in the gym and just like give you that last rep, and also just to really like build and help to repair your muscle tissue. So focusing on your nutrition, which means having a really good source of carbs to give you the energy to work out. So this morning I had my overnight oats, and the thing I love about our overnight oats, so I do have my own health food brand, Made Monday, which has like pre-made overnight oats that have all of your protein, all of your fiber, all of the good stuff in them. They're so low in sugar, and it's just such a good source of carb because it's slow releasing, so you're not going to get that big energy hit and then feel like you crash mid-morning, which is when a lot of people end up turning to like quick food options, you know, something sugary or like more caffeine, for instance. So that's what I had for breakfast this morning. I did actually have a coffee, which I forgot to show you because I was in a little bit of a rush, and then a peppermint tea, which I love to have just to help my digestion, and it's just nice and cozy. And yeah, that was my breakfast. So also focusing on a good source of carbs for energy, but then also protein. I speak about this all the time, but protein is key for muscle growth because it just really helps to support, build, repair, and maintain your muscle mass. And especially if you are in a bit of a calorie deficit, which I'm not at the moment, I'm just intuitively eating and probably eating at maintenance. But if you are in a bit of a calorie deficit, then it's really easy to be losing fat, but also to be losing a bit of muscle mass. So you want to be making sure that you're keeping your protein really high so that you're preserving as much muscle mass as possible. Anyway, this has been a long ramble, and I hope that it's been a little bit helpful, but I should probably follow my Google Maps because I've never been to this gym before and I have no idea where I'm going. I usually stay around my little bubble because I'm just terrible with directions. That's one thing about me. Me and geography, it's not my strong point. But I'll check in with you guys when I get to the gym, give you a bit of a tour, and take you through today's leg workout. This is the Oasis ice baths, and these are like the old school, what do you call the normal sauna? It's like a dry heat, hey?
Dry sauna, and then there's the infrared sauna.
Dry and then infrared. Are we doing infrared?
That's the infrared.
Yeah. vibe.
Not do that.
Yeah, let's not do that. Ice showers, which apparently have magnesium and something else in them. Amazing. Also not gonna do that.
No.
And this is called a snow room. That is insane. Negative 18 degrees in the back. But apparently you don't get wet. I'm honestly not even brave enough to open the door.
We have to at least try it.
No! I cannot. I will freeze. Dare you to. Go first.
Oh, okay, let me put all our crap down. Okay.
I'm too scared.
Okay, let's give it. Oh my god, there's actually snow! This is really cool!
That is so cute.
I've seen snow! There's snow in Perth!
Wow.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
is that the room that's negative 20 back
That's
there?
-20.
I'm not following you.
Oh my god, my
Fuck.
thongs were sticking to the ground.
Are you serious? That is so
It's actually
cute.
surprisingly not as cold.
Oh, you've got snow on your head. That is really cute.
In my eye. It's surprisingly not as cold as you think it's gonna be.
Okay, I'm back from the gym and I'm starving, so it's time for some lunch. Yesterday, I actually prepped a batch of chicken tenders, so I've just popped a few in the air fryer to crisp back up, and I'm gonna make them into a chicken wrap. So I've got these wraps from Aldi, which are lower carb, high protein wraps. They've also got 7 grams of fiber in them, and I'm just gonna pop in some red onion, some cherry tomatoes that I've washed. I would usually use big tomatoes, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna slice those up. I've got some mixed lettuce, and then the sauce that I'm gonna do, it's actually this ranch dip, but it's got Frank's Red Hot sauce in it. So it's like a spicy buffalo ranch, and it's really yummy. So that's gonna be lunch, and then I'm gonna do my supplements, which I spoke about before. I'm just gonna do my creatine, and then I'm undecided. I'm either gonna do magnesium or like an electrolyte drink, because we obviously did the sauna, so you lose a lot of minerals because you're like sweating them all out. These are the chicken tenders that I've popped in the air fryer, and what I'm gonna do at the end is just drizzle a tiny bit of honey over top, which is gonna make them like hot honey vibes. So yummy. And what I love about these chicken tenders is that you can have them in wraps, sandwiches, salads, and they're such a good meal prep because I hate eating the same thing every day. Okay, this looks so good, guys. Look how caramelized the chicken tenders are. I heated 3 up, but they're not gonna fit in, so I've just got a little extra one on the side. But this lunch has like over 40 grams of protein, and it smells and tastes like some kind of fake weight, honestly, like KFC. For my little drink to sip on after lunch, I'm just gonna have this creatine. So this is from the brand Naked Harvest, and I'm also going to put in some electrolytes. I was gonna do magnesium. This is the magnesium powder that I really like. It honestly, I think the flavor is, yeah, raspberry lemonade. So just kind of tastes like a fun little drink. The same as this one here, but I want the electrolytes just because we did a sauna. And this is lemon lime flavor. They do also have strawberry kiwi. So I'm just gonna pop about that much in because my glass isn't that big. Are you guys people who put the powder in first and then you do the water, or do you do water first and then powder? Because I feel like if I do water first, sometimes it just sticks like a clump, but I am going to use my little, whoops, hand whizzer. These are honestly the best. You can get them from like IKEA or Amazon for like $2. And they make the world of difference to your beverages, or even like frothing milk. When I make my Ninja Creamies, I literally just use this. So I'm gonna sip on this afternoon and do some editing. The sun is like in and out, so I don't know if I'm gonna go outside. I do need to take Barkley, my dog, for a walk. But I think I'm gonna go on the walking pad. I might actually show you guys the walking pad as well, because I love her so much. And the little setup we've got is just in front of the TV near the kitchen, so that I can just like jump on it for like 10 minutes if I need to. And the best thing about that is it's really streamlined. You can't run on it because it doesn't have like arms or anything, but it's really streamlined. So if you want to be able to just like tuck it under a bed or under a couch, you can. Personally, I just leave it out because I can't be bothered moving it around. And our couch is quite low to the ground, so it doesn't fit underneath. But it's super handy. I did have it upstairs when I first got it in front of our computer desk, but I find it's just not as good on carpet. Like I wouldn't say it's unstable, but it's definitely better on hard floors. But I will link it in the description bar below for you guys. It's just from Amazon, and I love her. Such a good investment. And this is just like such a yummy little sweet drink for the afternoon. I made Shay a wrap for lunch as well, and he gave it a 10 out of 10. It's the honey drizzle on top of the tenders makes it just like, oh, so good. It's 6:23, it's time for dinner. I feel like my stomach is concaving in. I'm so hungry. I just washed my hair after the sauna today, and I'm too hungry, so I can't dry it. It's just gonna have to air dry it. But tonight for dinner, we're doing teriyaki salmon sushi bowls. Shay actually hates salmon, so he's gonna have chicken with his, but I love salmon, so that's what we're gonna make. I'm gonna cook up some basmati rice first. This recipe honestly takes like 15 minutes max. It's so easy. So the rice probably is the longest thing, and if you use like a packet or cup rice, it'll be done in like less than 10 minutes. So that's what we're gonna cook up for dinner. Chop up a bunch of salad, which is just gonna be super colorful, super good for our gut health. And then the dressing, I think I might have said that I make my own teriyaki sauce. So it's just like honey, soy sauce, some ginger, and then I'll like drizzle that over top and let it marinate. So yummy. Veg is prepped and the rice is just cooking, so all I have left to do is cook the salmon. I actually love this vegetable grater, like julienne peeler. It gives Subway style carrots, and I'm all about the texture of things. I hate when things are like all soggy and limp, so definitely get yourself one of these because it's a game changer for your vegetables. I also use this when I'm making zucchini noodles. Rather than getting like a full spiralizer out, you can just grate the zucchini and it makes like really nice long ribbons of noodles. I'm also just having a Pepsi Max. This is my One Vice. Oh, that sounds good. I've just assembled our bowls. We've got rice, the teriyaki chicken mince for Shay, and then this is his like little small amount of veg. He hates lettuce, so he doesn't get any lettuce. And then this is mine. I've got my basmati rice. I did some carrot, some cabbage, cucumber, lettuce, and some spring onion. And then I've got my salmon to go on top. Look how yummy this salmon fillet looks. So like gets all caramelized in the pan. Where am I gonna put it? I'll put it like there. I think. Yum. You just wanna kinda like pour the excess juices over it. And then I don't know where I got this stuff from, but it's so good. It's like sesame seeds, crispy onion flakes, wasabi, peas, chili flakes, rice puffs, paprika, dried seaweed, and salt. So these are more of a poke bowl situation than a sushi bowl. I'm gonna just do a little sprinkle of that on top. And then Shay, do you want some sriracha? Just Kewpie. Shay has some Kewpie on his chicken. Oh, this is a new one. Also, little hack, buy the reduced fat Kewpie because it literally tastes exactly the same. It's like 50% less fat and you cannot tell the difference at all. Gorgeous. And that is our dinner all done. I'm so excited for this. I love the crispy skin salmon. I know some people hate it, but it is so good. Mmm. And I'll see you guys for dessert. Okay, it's dessert time and we are having a Ninja Creamy. So I recently got the Ninja Creamy swirl and this is what the tubs look like. And when I spin it, I actually find the creamy fit button, which I'll show you guys, works the best because you don't even need a respin. Okay, so pop her in. And then this is the button that I like to use when I'm using the new Ninja Creamy model because I feel like you don't even need to respin it. I don't know if that's focusing, but it says creamy fit. So do scoop, creamy fit. I've even got my cute little at-home Yochi Keep cup, so it feels like I'm having a real treat. Oh, that is perfect. So this is just a vanilla one. I've actually been loving putting it into ice cream cones, but we've run out, so it's gonna have to be in a bowl. And then I'll just do a little drizzle of Biscoff spread on top. Yum, yum, yum. And that will be my dessert. And a little cup of tea. My camera battery is about to die, so I'm gonna go and eat my dessert and watch our show. We're currently watching The Girlfriend on, is it on Netflix? Oh, it's on Prime. Anyway, highly recommend, it's quite good so far. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, it would mean the world to me if you guys could like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.